we're so excited. We've been working on it. We wrote it together. We photographed it together.
We cooked through it together.
Yes, we did. I know. I just lost 15 pounds. I'm super proud. Making our cookbook and, you know, COVID, all of it, you know. Anyway, what are your 5 favorite ingredients to cook with, look for, and shop this fall?
Okay. First thing to go is really the spices. I go to the spice cabinet first, and that's what starts to change.
Pilar loves spice.
Yes.
Spice and flavor, bringing an element of surprise is a huge part of our cookbook. Just a little twist here and there on recipes that bring an element where you're like, ooh, that's unique.
Unexpected,
yes.
Right? So for fall, we turn to these warm spices. Think like cinnamon, ginger, star anise, cloves. So those are really going to start like warming things up in the kitchen. The second favorite fall ingredient is the apple. Quintessential fall ingredient, right? Next up, we have fennel, which I love fennel. It's my beloved vegetable. It's really wonderful in salads, like shaved raw, but you can actually also roast it, and it just starts to get like super gooey and caramelly, and it has like this sweet licorice taste. Next up, grapes. Again, you know, people eat it raw, like as a snack. I really love them cooked, and I love them pickled. So this is something that you can experiment. You can pickle them in balsamic vinegar, some of those warm spices. It's really, really delicious.
Okay, I know you so well, but I have to admit, I wasn't even expecting you to pickle a grape. And
Pickled
in balsamic?
Grapes. In balsamic and warm spices. Knock yourself out. And the last ingredient we have is the squash. They come in all shapes and sizes. They're our fall workhorse ingredient. They deliver. So we are making a roast stuffed Delicata squash.
Roast and stuffed.
Yes, with a maple rosemary dressing.
Do it.
So, I mean, it's fall. Let's go. So the first thing
I love it. We only had one person, maybe 4.
All right, the first thing, hopefully we'll get a little more
All right,
The first thing we're gonna do is actually make the dressing in the bowl beside you, to your, there you go.
Got it.
And here we have 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. We're gonna dump that in the bowl. And to that, we're gonna add 1 tablespoon chopped rosemary. And then to amp it up, we're gonna do the 3 tablespoons of balsamic and 1 tablespoon of miso paste.
I love miso paste.
Yeah. So you're gonna whisk that in basically until you get it all in the same consistency. And drizzle in a little bit of olive oil. Okay, so this sauce is actually gonna double duty. The first thing we're gonna do is put your de-seeded and half Delicata squash in that mixture. You're gonna toss it around, give it a good coat. So we're basically amping up the flavor.
Okay.
Double duty. So you also have a cup of grapes. So we're gonna put the grapes on there as well. We're gonna roast the grapes.
Oh, that's so pretty.
Okay, so we're gonna walk these over actually, and they're gonna roast at a 400-degree oven.
400 degrees.
35 minutes.
35 minutes.
Until fully tender.
Until tender.
And cooked through.
And cooked through.
Thank you.
I love the interior of this oven. Every time I open it, it sparks joy.
It's so beautiful, right?
Oh, it's that like electric
Drew,
blue.
I'm gonna grab you for a second.
Yaha!
Hot pan.
Pull it out of the oven.
Hot pan, my dear. Hot, hot, hot. All right. Beautiful.
Gosh,
it smells so good already.
This really has the most beautiful aroma of squash. It's really present.
And then in your saucepan, we've been cooking a little bacon and shallots. And then to the pan, Drew, you're gonna add, we have here 2.5 cups of black rice.
2.5 cups rice.
And then we're gonna add the rest of that dressing into that black rice, because we don't want any of that good stuff, the maple, the balsamic, to go to waste. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Give that a good stir.
Stirring.
So we're adding some raw celery to this.
Really?
Yes. And then some pepitas. You can use any toasted nuts or seeds that you want as well.
Like a walnut?
Absolutely. A walnut, I think, would be really nice, or a hazelnut, that sort of thing. And then the last thing, Drew, is just the arugula. You want to add the arugula at the end.
Because it'll wilt too much otherwise,
exactly.
right?
You want to turn off the heat, add the arugula, give it a good mix.
Got it. I feel like
And
I'm
then
tucking it
you're-
into bed.
There you go.
Get in that bed.
It's actually really delicious as is right now, but what we're gonna do to make it a little fancy and fall-like, we're gonna stuff those with some of the roasted grapes too into your squash.
Okay, I'm, you know.
How you doing?
Well, I represent the person who isn't perfect. So, you know.
I think you're doing really great. It looks good.
I'm the person who's doing the, you know, more fun, haphazard approach. Because that's kind of how I live my life.
All right.
Okay, fork.
Shall we? Right in there.
Okay, and I'm just gonna, oh wow, it's like butter!
Yeah.
It's my thing.
Shall we?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Whoa. Thank you, Pilar Valdes. Head to thedrewbarrymoreshow.com for this recipe, and you can also get more yummy recipes from me and Pilar in our upcoming book, Rebel Homemaker, coming out November 2nd, because, you know, I'm a rebel and a homemaker, and you're the amazing chef, and we made it together.